In 2 days, on Wednesday, America's top baby formula makers will be held accountable for the nationwide shortage as they testify before Congress. Meanwhile, a second flight of baby formula is on the way after 78,000 pounds landed in the United States this weekend. The CEO of Abbott even apologized for the shortage, writing, quote, "We're sorry to every family we've let down. By the end of June, we will be supplying more formula to Americans than before the recall." Texas Congressman and Dr. Michael Burgess will be questioning formula makers as the Energy and Commerce Committee, and he joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ainsley. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming on. What do you expect? What do we want to get out of this hearing?
Well, look, here's the thing. The timeline on this, while the crisis is upon us, and it seems like the administration said you'd have to be a mind reader. No, not really, because there was a whistleblower complaint October 19th of last year that detailed some of the difficulties that led to the eventual plant closing in February. So a lot of these things have sort of been slow in their evolution. Didn't require a mind reader, just sort of a regular reader could have read the whistleblower report, perhaps gone to the company and found out where the difficulties were and why they weren't being corrected. And then the big thing is, what took the FDA so long, and why just stop production at a plant when you know the downstream effects are going to be substantial?
Yeah, exactly. And tell the other baby formula makers, we need you to make more because Abbott closed down. At least warn us so that parents can be prepared for this. What about all the formula coming over from Europe? I know the plane landed this weekend in Indianapolis. How is that going to be distributed?
You know, I'm not quite sure the details of the distribution, but sure, it's welcome, and we're grateful that now it does seem that some additional supplies are going to be getting to the shelves. Clearly, the 38,000 I think I heard this morning, that's it'll help, but there's a long way still to go. And you got to be careful too. There can be problems with imported baby formula, so we want to be sure that it's being done correctly from places that are trustworthy, and we want America's moms and dads to feel absolutely comfortable. They're going to be able to go to the store and buy the formula that they need for their child, and that it will be safe. And that's the FDA's job, and that's what's been so disappointing about this.
Who dropped the ball here, Congressman?
You know, I expect we'll see a lot of finger pointing on Wednesday when the actual hearing. But I mean, again, just look at the timeline. You have a whistleblower complaint, substantial issues raised, and then no action taken until February. Well, what was the reason for that? And then the action that was taken in February was, let's shut it down. Well, where was the thought that went into we already know we have trouble with supply chains, for crying out loud. That's not a new headline. You didn't have to be a mind reader for that. Where are you going to make up the gap? And again, those are the things that I'm looking for. Those are the answers that I hope we can discern. And the main thing then is, particularly with the FDA, they have such a responsibility here. And yes, they receive appropriations, they receive user fees from people that they regulate. They need to be better at this. So I think we do have the head of the FDA coming in. I think that's great. He hasn't been on the job all that long, but he needs to be there and answer for his agency.
Well, Dr. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us.
Good deal. Thank you all.
Thank you. Still ahead.